peace. You know, in all of the very fun things that we speak about here, and everything that I'm grateful to share with you, all of it's really, for me, what I hope that we find in it together is this personal and unique relationship with God. Because that is what the glory of this world is. That is the glory, that is the beauty of all that we may share together. That is the place of where all beauty has come, from which all creation has come, from which all peace has come, from which all love has come. And in anything that I ever speak or share with you, in the unique process of discovery that I am involved with in my own being and participating in this, I hope that that is what we find. It is that we find uniquely and individually a relationship through these things that we inquire within, through the thoughts, the reasonings, the questions, the findings, the presence, the language, the heart that is shared, that we find within ourselves and each other. God. And that we find what that means for our own being uniquely, that we have this relationship with God, and that through this that we have this relationship with God. The relationships that we have with ourselves and each other mean so much more. That is what I hope we find here together. And that is the great beauty that I have found in all of this suffering in my life, is God. That is beauty. That is worth. In every moment, in every bit of love or loss, here is purpose, here is reason, here is meaning, here is life, beyond all death. That God is, that you are, that I am, and that we share this together. And in all of it, it is a very interesting perspective just from my own being. And that I watch and I witness myself as I participate in this. As I'm very limited in the context of who you may be. But I learn and grow in finding and discovering and sharing of my own being to you. I do not care at all to have my name glorified. It is almost actually far more uncomfortable to me that I would even choose to do such a thing, is share myself in a medium such as this. But I find that it is unavoidable and inevitable, and that I do so for this purpose of God. Not that I am great, but that God is, and that I am following something that God is, that I'm obedient to something, to this path that I cannot see, but that I will honor that it is before me, and that I will take steps forward relative to this unique relationship that I have individually with God, and that I would seek, that I would have care, that I would have hope, that it impacts you positively, and that you find this of yourself as well, your unique relationship with God, and the beauty that it is, the hope that it is, the love that it is that resides in this faith, and that this faith that you are participating in, this relationship with God, becomes a proof of its own nature and its own being, and that it is shared in your being, and that something is coming from it beyond the horizon, something we cannot just yet see, but that you know is there, something that dwells within you. and that every circumstance and occurrence in your life and in the world is providing you this symbolic revelation of what is just beyond the horizon, of what is yet to come for you, but that you always have been, and that is shelter to you, and that is love, and that is life, and that is a gift that we share here in presence whenever we commune in this purpose, in this remembrance of God. That you choose this, that you will be awake, that you will be aware, that you will seek this awareness of the divine providence that is upon you, that you will remember it in the way that you are as you act about in your day, as you are a witness to your own journey and path upon this earth, that you are obedient to it, that you are devoted to it, this revealed nature, this truth that God is, that you choose to remember it, that you devote yourself to that, and that as you remember God, God remembers you, and that this is alive in all parts of your life, and that it is not the richness of the world that you receive from this, but it is something far greater, that it is something far greater, and that is always with you. You know, it is something like the purpose and meaning for you being here at all, that it was always within you, but that there would be mystery to it, that there would be a veil over your eyes, that you would forget who you are to this God, who your brothers are, who your sisters are, your fellow human beings, their own sacred nature, that God has care for them, that God has love for them, the creatures that walk the earth, the things that grow from this up towards the sky, what is green, what is growing, what is hidden in the dark, that there is love and purpose within all of these things, that there is a mystery that is unfolding, that there is a symbolic nature that is occurring, that is being revealed through witnessing and through time, that there is like a secret that is hidden within you, something within your heart that you are a stranger to, but that is you, and that you are waking up to it, and that it will be your gift that God has given you, that you would choose to wake up to it and to share, to give, to witness, to be this unique thing that you are, this bit of creation that you get to participate in, that you get to share in, that you are a part of, not separate from, that you give in this way, that you have in this way, the life that has been gifted to you, and that you do not fear that it can be taken, but that you are grateful that it was a gift, that you are awake to this, that it is a love, and that it has taken you somewhere, that it is calling out to you in all ways, silent and unseen. It is calling out to you. It is seeking for you to discover it. That secret within your heart, that mystery that you are. And to know it is a love. To know it is a love. And that is what I hope that we find together in all things spoken and shared here in presence And God, I pray that is my purpose, and that I am obedient and willing in it, and that I am humble to it. Not that I am great, but that God is. Not that I am great, but that God is. And that this is alive within you. And in this life, we share this together. That God is great, that this is the one power that is, that this is the one life that is, and that it was gifted to you in love, that it was gifted to you, and that we are humble and grateful for it, that we cherish it, that we know it is a strength, and that we do not succumb to our own weaknesses, and that we are not a judgment upon each other, but that we remember God and God's love upon us, and that we choose to be in that way, that we are forgiving, that we are kind, that we are upright, that we are discerning, that we are just, that we are true, and that we remember, that we are remembered, that you are not forgotten, that there is purpose to this, that you are going somewhere, and that you have this here, and that you have this now, and that tomorrow will become in this way that you are, and that God's gift is this, that you are, and that you give of this to the world in humility, in remembrance, in honoring what was given, this life, this love, this God alive within you. Beautiful love and truth. Glory, grace, strength, thanks. Grateful, God, that you are courage, strength, protection with you. Peace.